us now. Only love.
Welcome to the program Moving Forward, a production of the Bay and Grandstown Advancement Association. On this program, we seek to identify obstacles to the forward movement of our nation, and with the help of all of our people, we seek to remove them or at least reduce the height so we can climb over. We welcome you to this program. This is a special program because we are still in the month of October, which is Heroes Month. We celebrated Heroes Day on the second Monday of this month, but we are still very involved in Heroes Month, and there is a lot to be said. We are very interested in telling the story. The story of the Bahamas has not been very well documented, not been very well told, and this phase of the story we want to get straight because there's still a lot of misunderstanding, misconceptions out there about what Heroes Day, Heroes Month is all about. And so we have brought in the experts, the people who know everything about it. And we are talking about members of the National Heroes Committee, which is currently chaired and has been chaired for quite a number of years by the Reverend Father Canon Sebastian Campbell. Next to him is Mr. Fred Munnings, who has been a long-serving member of the committee. I don't think Fred remembers how long he's been there. I can help him, though.
That's true.
I saw a photograph a few days ago with myself, Father Campbell, and someone else on the committee, and that was dated 2004, which means that I was on the committee for at least 23 years, and I met you there, Freddie. So it's been a long time serving. And so with the help of these two outstanding Bahamians who are at the heart of this whole topic, we're going to clarify it for a lot of you out there, so don't go away. Stay with us as we explore this. Father, welcome.
Thank you, CB.
Freddie, good having you, buddy.
Reverend Doctor.
Good having you.
Yes.
And we're going to throw the ball immediately in Father's court because we want him to, in a chronological way, tell the Bahamian people the genesis of this whole effort. It didn't just spring up, it was an evolution. Tell us about that, Father.
Yes, thanks, CB. It goes back to 1989 with Fred Mitchell, Senator Fred Mitchell and Loretta Butler Turner, who went under the fig tree down there by the Supreme Court and started to clamor for recognition for Milo B. Butler, late Milo B. Butler, the first Bahamian to be Governor General. Because here it was in 1972, the Bahamas government had proclaimed Milo B. Butler as a national hero. And for our record today, he is the only Bahamian so far officially claimed a national hero, having gone through Parliament. I came on board the following year, that's 89, around 1990 roughly, around 1990, because it was believed that both Butler, Turner, and Mitchell were politically inclined. And so it was they needed someone without any political inclination, so to speak, and thinking that that could run with the ball a lot further. And so we immediately latched on to January, I think it's January 22nd, when Sir Milo passed away. And we started to use that date as our sacred date to go into Rawson Square and have a rally in Rawson Square in order to bring attention to the great deeds done by Sir Milo, especially in liberation, the racial liberation of our people, and the great fight he had as a Bahamian hero. It so happened that I remember the first time we went around 1989, 1990, the then Minister of Works sent a message to us not to go. Permission has been denied to have a rally in Rawson Square. And Mitchell called me that morning and told me, said that he wanted to protect me as a priest. He wouldn't like to see me arrested. But he would go and Loretta would go and they can be arrested, but he didn't want to see the priest arrested. I told Mitchell, well, we can further the cause a whole lot more All of us got arrested.
right.
All of us were dragged across Rawson Square and thrown into police cars and taken to Vauxhall Prison. And so we went. And that was the first red mass that we had in Rawson Square to honor Samilo. The police came. A big group of policemen came. And I thought our moment had arrived because they came when I was giving my address. But the policemen came and they stood around us. And they participated, they protected us. They participated within the event itself. And that was shocking, but that's how that turned out. And for a number of years thereafter, we continued going into Rawson Square in order to do the Red Mass. And then something clicked at a time when Sir Lyndon Pinlin died. And persons were there asking for a day to honor national heroes, led by Samilo, and then a day for Sir Lyndon Pinlin. The Right Honorable Hubert Ingram at that time was in the chair of Prime Minister. And he came up with the marvelous suggestion that we probably should look towards having one day to honor all our heroes, with Milo and Sir Lyndon being chief among them. And then there was the clamor from the finance, the business community, who was saying that we had enough holidays within the year already. So do not add another holiday to the year. The Prime Minister Ingram then came with the suggestion, let's rename one of the holidays that are already in the year. And seeing that all suggested at that time, we were clamoring at that time around the October holiday at the time, quote unquote Discovery Day. He suggested, let's rename, let's rechristen the Discovery Day holiday and name that the National Heroes Day.
And you said he
The Prime Minister Ingram.
Then Prime Minister.
Hubert Ingram, then Prime Minister Ingram. It was his idea, okay? And he thought that would bring some semblance of order to the clamoring we had then around Christopher Columbus and all that, and use that rather to honor the Bahamian heroes. That was at a debt of Sir Lyndon Pinlin. And I must say, go on to say, give him credit, he did bring legislation to the House of Assembly, and it was tabled just before the 2002 elections. He tabled it, that the second Monday in October be recognized as National Heroes Day, and that we have our own system of national honors. He brought all that to the House, but unfortunately, it wasn't passed. It was tabled, it wasn't debated, wasn't passed, until after the elections, a new Prime Minister comes on the scene, the Right Honorable Perry Christie. He ran with the ball because he was then recognized as one of our members, quote unquote, of the National Heroes Committee. He supported us. He came out to our rallies. He sympathized with us. And his new government now ran with the ball with the same ideas that was left there by the Hubert Ingram government, to name the second Monday in October National Heroes Day, and to have the system, the national system of honors, whereby the national hero would be the highest honor given by the country.
Well, we need a bit of clarification here because the timeline is a little skewed. This was 2002.
2002, yes.
That 2002 that the Ingram administration first introduced it to Parliament.
Yes.
Nothing was done until, as far as I recall, 2007, when the Christie administration introduced two pieces of legislation. So that's 5 years.
Yes.
It seemed that these legislations seem to come about always at the end of one administration. It's never implemented, and then it goes over into the next one. And I'll tell you why I said that. The Christie administration first introduced two bills to Parliament in 2007. It was not until 2015, again coming to the end of a Christie administration, that a new bill called the National Honors Bill, incorporating those two original bills, were passed. I like to make that point because I feel I don't know about the other committee members, that it really is a tragedy that this committee had to labor so long.
Yes.
So long, and I'm going to give Freddie an opportunity because I'm junior to both of you, as I met you both on the committee. But I just wanted to make that point, that it appears very convenient for administrations to introduce certain pieces of legislation, perhaps that they have little or no hope or intention of passing at the end of their administration. Freddie.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Moss, and with my esteemed chairman. First thing I would like to suggest is that we have to really write the history of the National Heroes Committee.
Yes.
Because Father's articulating some dates, and he is absolutely correct in his chronology of it. But it wasn't a smooth transition, CB. It was a battle. And you would recall, and Father would recall, more than on one occasion we were threatened to not go downtown. We also demonstrated in front of Government House one year asking for the removal of the Christopher Columbus statue, and we were threatened there again. My point was, it was the agitation of the committee, serious and vociferous agitation, that caused the business community to fight us vehemently on the establishment of a new holiday. And yes, it was under certain prime ministers that certain decisions were made, but it was because of the constant agitation of the committee and fighting the powers that be, all of them, because none of the former administrations bought into the concept. I vividly remember, and you will too, Archdeacon
Willie Thompson.
Willie Thompson headed up a group for the quincentennial activities, and we were talking about the celebration of the Order of Merit, Bahamas Order of Merit, where we had established that this would be the highest honor that could be bestowed upon a Bahamian by any Bahamian. And in 1983, I think it was it 83? No, it wasn't 83.
Oh, in 93.
The 25th anniversary, whatever was the 25th anniversary, that would have been what? We do the math. 20 years would have been
1998.
1998?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the math. That year, the then administration saw fit to cancel the Bahama Order of Merit to the prejudice of the foreign awards. So on the 25th anniversary of our independence, instead of us continuing with the process of giving a Bahamas Order of Merit, they decided they're going to go with the foreign awards. That's when spark really lit to us to start to agitate to abolish the foreign awards. You would remember that, Kenan?
Yes, yes.
And so I am saying, even though certain things happened under certain administrations, it was because we took seriously our work, what we were doing to recognize our people. And so when it came to the act that we are now talking about, my recollection is that it was tabled under the
Hubert
Ingram administration,
Yes.
but it was brought to fruition under the Christie
Well,
administration.
it was tabled under the Christie administration in 2007.
Yes, it's
That's
not
not,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
and I
act-
understand.
No, but that's not the current act.
I understand. The current act that was passed was yet an amended version.
To 2007.
That's right.
That's
To the
2015.
2007 that you were
2015,
talking about.
yes.
So again, we really need to write this history because, you know, we're getting a little older now. Our minds are going to forget some of these activities. But I want to make this point that neither of the administrations at the time had bought into hook, line, and sinker. They gave us courtesies, yes, I must admit, but it wasn't until that it was enacted, the amended version was that 2015.
2016.
2015 when it was
Well,
enacted.
yeah, when it was
And
introduced,
the
yes.
first inauguration of it should have been on 2016.
16.
And I'm sure we'll get to that.
Yes.
But I just wanted to put that in the mix of the conversation because, you know, Father being as diplomatic as he is, gave the impression, not that I believe it was his intent, that it was a smooth process of being accepted.
No. And of course,
it was a constant battle.
Of course, that's why
I mean, just to tell it like it is.
that's why I interjected
Yeah.
the accuracy of those timelines
Yeah.
because I was disappointed and still am
Yes.
that it took our people.
Yes.
See, this was not colonial people. It was not British
us.
people.
No, this
Took
is us.
Our
This
people
is us.
under three administrations.
And let me also say this. It wasn't only the politician who was pushing back.
Of course not.
There was a large majority of the populace
Colonialists.
that
Anyway,
were holding on to these chattels and these, what you call these things? These traditions.
Not was holding
Still
on. Is.
Still are.
still holding on, which we're going to get to.
Okay.
Folks, don't go away. We're going to be right back after this short break.
Only love can save us now.